Hi, I'm Casey, and I want to know what's shaking. All right, so let's talk about VibrationVIEW and how to use it to size a shaker. So we'll start off and pretend that we do not have VibrationVIEW on our computer. So on any computer connected to the internet, you can go to VibrationResearch.com, and from there we go to support and service, and we go to software updates. So right here I can get the latest VibrationVIEW software, and I can download the demo. So it does have a demo software. Our demo software is the full version of VibrationVIEW. And our VibrationVIEW 2020 does include the mil standard 810H updates with all of the different channel tolerances and different requirements. We also have the meter hertz control. So anyways, this is where we can get that software. I can download the software here, demo download. And it will ask me to verify my email address. Once I do that, now I'm in and I can download VibrationVIEW and I can download ObserView. So ObserView is our analysis software. So I can do recordings in VibrationVIEW, and I can use ObserView to analyze those recordings and look at 3D graphs and different things like that. But today we're going to download VibrationVIEW. So the latest version is 2020.1. I've clicked here to download it. It's downloading it to my desktop. If I need to bring this to another computer, I can take this and put it on a thumb drive and bring it over to the other computer. So now that it's downloaded, I'm just going to click on it. It's going to install, and I'll accept the license terms. Next, and install. All right, so it's very quick and easy. You see how quick and easy it was to download. Now I am doing the installation, and it just takes a moment, and we will be up and running. So there we are. We've installed the latest version of VibrationVIEW. And I'm going to log in here. All right, so in this case, my VibrationVIEW is connected to a controller, so it automatically activated it. But if it is my first time, I will need to go to Help and activate software. If I am connected to the internet, I can get an activation code online. If I am not connected to the internet, I can fill out the form, save it, and send it to VR support, and we will give you an offline activation code. So this is just for demonstration mode. Again, when I connect to my controller, because I have all this software enabled, it allows me to use it here in VibrationVIEW. So I'm going to go to Configuration, Hardware, and this is where we select the network card to connect to the controller, or I can select Demonstration Mode. So I'm going to click Demonstration Mode here right now. And so now we're in Demonstration Mode. So I can download VibrationVIEW on any PC and use Demonstration Mode to size my shaker. So let's go to Configuration and System Limits. So this one here, we have Vibration Research and No Limits Demo. So this will allow us to run pretty much any tests. So today we're going to talk specifically about some UD models. So we've got the UD models right here. I believe I'm looking for a R16A. Let's see what we have. R16C we have which is a 7,500 force-pound R16A. Here we go. All right, so in this example, I've got a UD R16A shaker, or I think we also have a S452. Let's see, that one's right here. So there's an S452 and an S452T. So there's the S452, which is a 5,000 force-pound shaker, and the R16A is a 10,000 force-pound shaker. So I'm assuming that we'll be able to do a lot more with this R16A. So this is where we set our shaker limits based on the model. So let's start off with the smaller shaker, and S452, here we go. All right, 5,000 force-pound shaker. So here is where I have my armature weight, and so now I've got to enter my product weight. So my product is going to be 10 pounds, and to hold that 10-pound product, I've got a 5-pound fixture. So I want to hit apply. And so now what that does is whenever I pick this shaker, it will automatically have that 15 additional pounds of mass loaded for me, and it will show me that my max acceleration is down to 84. So if I delete these, if I go back to 0 here and 0 there, right, and hit apply, I'm able to do 113 G's peak. But if I have my 10-pound product and my 5-pound fixture, I'm only capable of doing 84 G's on this shaker. So as an example, say I've got a 90 G test, so this shaker won't do it. Let's look at the other shaker model that we have, which is the R16A. This one, this shaker with that same product and mass, you can see here I'm capable of 100 G's. So yes, I can run my 90 G test on this R16A shaker, but I cannot run it on my 452 shaker because I don't have the ability. So that's the way to choose different shakers. Add your product and fixture weight to get your total moving mass here, because from that total moving mass we can take your ratings on your shaker and show you what you're going to be able to do with that mass on there. So that is how we choose a shaker and size a shaker. I want to show you one other thing, so let's go apply here. We're using the smaller shaker again. And so I'm going to hit apply. We're going to go to our navigator as an example. And in our navigator, we can open up, let's say, a Mill Standard 810H test, right? So let's see if we can run this terminal peak test on our shaker. So I go to my advanced tab here, and I can look at my information. We're looking at a 2G peak. So as we saw earlier, we're able to do a lot more. What was it, 84 or something? So this is our velocity, and this is our displacement. So yes, I can run this particular test with this particular shaker because all of my boxes, if it was close to the displacement limit, I would see a yellow box here or here or here. And if it exceeded my limits, these boxes would be red, showing me that I was not able to run this test. So let's see what we do when we say we want to run a 90G test. All right, so now that I've told it I'm going to run a 90G test, and I did that because I knew that was beyond the limits of my shaker. Now I can see that my displacement is going to be exceeded and my velocity is going to be exceeded on this particular shaker model. So let's go in and change our shaker. Let's go configuration, system limits, and let's put the larger shaker in here, the LS S452, this one up here. No, S452 is a smaller one. R16A is the larger one. And let's go apply. And yes. And I'm going to assume that we probably still can't run it because it is an unrealistic test. Trying to do a 90G shock pulse, that's a little crazy, right? So here we are. Let's do 80 Gs. And so 80 still exceeds our limits, right? So 70. And I can keep changing things until, see, we're getting closer, right? So we're still exceeding our 2.29 inches peak to peak. So let's see if 60 does it. All right, so right here, we've hit that critical point where we're seeing I can do this terminal peak pulse at 60 Gs. I am using the larger shaker, right? And I'm coming very close to my displacement. So 1.911 inches. So I may or may not be able to run this test, but I'm still exceeding my velocity limits for this profile. So let's just see what we get when we go to 50. I'm going to assume, yep, this box goes white, right? And this velocity is still a problem for us. 40, apply. Okay, so now I've been able to see that I've got my larger UD model shaker. I've entered my profile. I can run this particular mill standard 810H terminal peak profile at an amplitude of 40 Gs, and I'm good to go because all my boxes are good. So let's simulate that in demonstration mode. I can simulate, I can run this simulated, and in demonstration mode I can pretend that I'm running this pulse on this shaker. So yes, it runs on the larger shaker, but what I want to do is stop it. And let's go back to our configuration system limits. And I'm going to switch to the 5,000 force-pound shaker, and let's see if that one is capable of running this. So there's our 5,000 force-pound, again with our 10-pound product, our 5-pound fixture. Apply. Yes. Okay. And let's see if we can run it. I do have all green here, so it looks like this smaller shaker, this 5,000 force-pound shaker, will also run this 40G pulse. And so let's try it. Start over. All right, we're coming up to level. And this is simulating my specific UD model and this specific 40G test. So now that I've run it in demo mode and confirmed that it should work, now we can go out and run this profile on the shaker. And so that's how we use VibrationVIEW to size a shaker and verify if we can run a test. In demonstration mode that we're running here, you will be able to do all of the different test profiles. So if I receive a random profile, and this random profile, I need to make sure that it will run. I can load that random profile, whatever my test profile or test specification is, I can load that here. And if I am close to my limits, again, these boxes will be yellow. If I exceed my limits, these boxes will be red. So that's how we use VibrationVIEW to choose a shaker and size a shaker and a test to make sure that we can run it. If you have any additional questions, we are always available at 616-669-3028 or support@vibrationresearch.com. And Jake from VR Support will be happy to help. I appreciate your time. Please reach out with any additional questions.